Day 3. It's done. My challenge is over. I actually beat the clock. I did 10,000 affirmations before I even got to day 3, the time limit. And I feel so powerful that I'm actually concerned for the world. I actually am. I'm even getting messages from Spirit that a lot of people like me in this collective are so done. I think the world should kind of be afraid. I think they should. I've been noticing that there's nothing I'm not prepared for. Nothing. I stored my riches up in heaven. What looks like in the 3D realm like a whole bunch of shit has actually been a facade. It's been a fake. It's been a head fake. I worship me. I worship me now, and I've worshiped me the entire time. Every day when I wake up, I clothe myself, brush my teeth, I shower. I tell myself I'm beautiful. Even in the worst of it, the thick of it, I've told myself I'm beautiful. I am no longer putting any man on a pedestal. I don't worship man. I worship God. And I know that I am God. So I'm about to start worshiping myself even heavier than before. And anyone who can't do the same is not welcome in my circle. And that's the glory of it. I don't care if anyone's in my circle anymore. So the collective that I read for, they are the king and they are the queen. They are the all. They are the everything. In 3 days' time, this self-concept challenge has really empowered me. What took a year for some guy to cast me down and bury me in the dirt. Actually, it was like a year and a half. It was about the 222 portal. So February 20, around the 22nd of 2022 is when I met my false karmic twin flame. And I was pummeled just energetically. I lost all kinds of self-esteem, my self-confidence. Spiritual narcissist doesn't even begin to cover it. And I learned so many lessons in that relationship because I realized, like, I give my power to men. I give my power to women. I give my power to anyone external of me. And it's utter bullshit. It's never going to happen again. Ever. It will never happen again. And it's like, I realize now how, like, gorgeous being alone really is. Like, how good it is. You need to be alone. We all need to be alone. The healing takes place in the darkness, and you need to go through it. I went through it in what took a year and a half for me and him to completely demolish my self-esteem. I feel like I got it back in 3 days. Can't even believe it. I can't even believe the power that I feel for myself, knowing that I'm going to get whatever the fuck I want. It doesn't even matter. The lottery, a couple of them. I'll win a couple lotteries. A mansion, I'm going to get a couple of them. Going to Italy, I'll go there a couple times. I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want to do. And it's like, I'm so ready. I'm so ready for whatever comes next. And I know that the world's on fire, but whatever. Whatever. Let it be on fire. Let it be on fire as you walk away knowing that you didn't do it. You didn't cause the fire. You tried to put it out for the longest time. And one day, empaths like me just get fed the fuck up and we're like, you know what, honestly? Bye. Call a firefighter. I'm not your firefighter. I'm not your savior. I'm not your empress. I'm not your queen. I'm not your anything. Bye. I worship me now. I worship myself. I actually told this to another guy that I was talking to about 6 months ago. I mentioned this to a group of his friends and him. I was like, they were asking what religion I am, and I said, I don't practice religion. I just kind of worship myself. And they were like, wow. So self-vanity, self-worship, self-delusion. And they said, wow, that's so demonic. That's so evil. That's so, wow. Yeah, whatever. You can call it whatever you want. Just call me blessed. Call me a Jezebel spirit. Call me a demon worshiper. Call me a whoremonger, which was one of their favorites, and I have no fucking clue what that even is. Anyway, call me whatever, but you will call me blessed, and you will call me aligned with the universe, because I'm about to get my shit. And this power was not given to me by man. This power was not given to me by any ex. This power was given to me by me. And this is the most transformative I've ever felt in a matter of 3 days. Now, 3 is a very biblical number. It's in the Bible, I think, like 700 times or something. It's very biblical. It's a power. It's a power number. It's very much about Well, it's Christ energy, Christ consciousness energy, but it's completion. Things always happen in 3 days, right? In the Bible, it's like, I'm rising from the dead. I feel it. I feel so strongly that no one will ever take my power from me again. And it took 3 days. Now, I'm not going to obviously stop here. I'm going to keep going, but I've never been so powerful in my own energy ever in my life. And I've never felt this good about it. Last night, I went on my Facebook and I looked up some of the old people from my life, my old family members, former family members. They're not all old. Some of them are younger than me, but I started looking at their pictures and their families, and they've all got kids now, and they've got like husbands, and they're, and I thought to myself, as much as I wanted that life for the longest time, I wanted a husband and some kids, they're all miserable. And I see it. I see how miserable they are. They paint a smile on their face and take a picture and then act happy, but they're not happy. They're miserable. They're miserable. They never got out of the butthole town that we all lived in, right? They never left the partners that were abusing them. They never did that. And I did. And I'm not sitting here to boast. It was by God's grace and mercy alone that I was able to do it. But I will tell you one thing. God's grace and mercy is my grace and mercy. God and I are one. And that's exactly what Jesus was trying to tell us too. Like, we are one with the Father. We are that divine. We are that divine that we are God. We are God. We need to realize this. And no one in my family realized that. In any of the Facebook posts, I never saw any of those people talking about anything about, like, well, self-worship. They don't glorify themselves. I don't see them saying, I'm gorgeous, aren't I stunning? Look at this, look at that. I'm some hot shit. Like, nobody says that about themselves. And they give so much power over to their new husbands, or, and I get it with the families. I get it. Like, you do need to be obviously in the world. To be in the world, you have to, like, feed your kids and take them to soccer practice and stuff. But it's possible to have kids and still worship yourself as a goddess. All mothers are goddesses, and we should be worshiping ourselves. So I'm not even looking back. I looked back and I was like, there's nothing there. There's nothing there. I was even tempted to reach out to a couple of them that I was very close with. And I said, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. It reminds me of about a month ago, I looked up my dad's side of the family, my biological dad who gave me up for adoption. I looked up his family, and he's in the same home. He's been in the same home for like 30 years. And that's fine. A lot of people, they have roots and they just stay there, but everything was the same, except now he has like 40 grandkids or something. That's it. That's the only difference, is there's like a ton of kids everywhere and great grandkids, but there's like no change anywhere. And I'm not trying to judge. Sometimes just having a family, I guess, is enough for people. It's great. It's beautiful. I love that people have families, and it serves their soul. It suits them. It doesn't suit me. I don't even know if I want kids. I haven't met anyone close to feeling like that would be a safe thing for me. I've never met a man worthy of having children with that wants children with me. Like, the men that I do deem worthy of having children with normally don't want kids. And it's because I think, well, one, the world is on fire. And two, because they've never even considered having a divine feminine in their life that doesn't, I guess, weigh them down or something. Someone that actually uplifts and would take care of, well, whatever homemaker roles, I guess. I don't know. But I guess I'm not really against children. I saw all these pictures of these families, and like, they're all miserable. They're miserable. They're not even happy. I mean, I saw one of my cousins, and I actually think she's genuinely happy. One. I looked up a ton of people. I just kept like following the trail. You know, you could see like more friends, and like click on the more friends button, and it's like I just kept finding all these people that I used to know when I was younger, and there was one cousin, and she's shown up in my dreams a couple times because she's psychic. I think she's pretty psychic. I actually knew when we were kids, we were best friends, and I actually thought then that she was psychic like me, because she actually mentioned that she could hear voices, and I remember. I wasn't psychic. I didn't know I was psychic then. But I kind of had this sneaking suspicion, since we have the same grandmother, that she might be very much, like a psychic like my grandma was. I really think my grandma was gifted. I'm pretty fucking positive that's where we got it from. Anyway, in the Facebook posts that she was making, like, you could tell she was happy. She was happy. She was content. She had like a genuine smile on her face, like one of those warm smiles, not like the fake happy, but like a genuine happiness. And her kids were just, she was taking photos of them, and they were in like the most precious moments. She would take photos, and not a staged thing. It wasn't like selfies, ooh, and like the little filter on your nose and stuff. No, it was gorgeous. It was gorgeous. She was actually using like art. Her family was art, and I don't know. You could just tell. You could tell the difference that she knew the secret. She knew the secret to a happy life. And I didn't expect much. I have to be honest, because she married so young, and I thought like it was not gonna last, but she actually genuinely looks happy in her marriage, and I'm like, can't judge a book by its cover, really. People do get married, and then they have kids, and then they get happy. Some people really want that life, and it's just, for me, I see like, what was I trying to do? I was trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. Like, I'm not gonna be that girl. I'm just not. I'm a minimalist who has no friends, no pets. I'm a hippie gypsy. I talk to the dead. I literally coach people how to handle aliens and spiritual warfare and demons. Like, there is nothing, I'm not normal. I'm not normal. And until 3 days ago, for the last 3 days, I didn't even love myself because of that. I didn't love myself because of that. I was like, why can't I fit into society? Why can't I mold? Why can't I be what everybody wants me to be? I can't be normal. I can't even do a 9 to 5. Like, I'm just too different. And I started to hate myself. And at 34 years old, women like me have families by now. Marriages. A lot more to show for their businesses. A lot more to show for the years that they've been on this planet. And then there's me. And I hated myself. But I'm happy. But what if I'm happy? What if I'm genuinely happy like this? What if I'm happy going into religious groups of very religiously indoctrinated men, and I have fun just picking apart their bullshit theories, causing World War III in every little group I go into? What if I'm cool with angering, self-righteous, pompous men, and I like doing it for a living? What if I am happy knowing that I can manifest money out of thin air if I wanted to? All I have to do is speak the word, and the universe will conform to whatever I want. What if I like that I'm different? What if I am okay being not okay in a world that honestly is fucking sick? The world's sick. So if I'm going by the standard by which the world measures, yeah, okay, well, I'm a weirdo, I'm an outcast, I'm a black sheep, I'm just that weird witch, I guess, at the end of the world by herself. But honestly, fuck the world. Fuck the world. Look how dark it is. Look how evil it is. I literally was meditating and I saw dolphins in my mind's eye, and I saw this vision of dolphins, and I literally look on my phone about 5 minutes later, and there's a dolphin short, a short on my YouTube feed, And while my vision, it was beautiful, and I was being shown something by Spirit. Spirit was showing me that dolphins are being freed from captivity. Now, I think that was a premonition, but it was also symbolic. It was more like a dream. It was a vision that I had while meditating. Well, then I looked on my fucking phone, and then I was like, oh, wow, see, the Matrix is literally showing me how powerful I am. So I click on the video. I was like, no way. That showed up on my feed 5 minutes later. So I click on it, and it's this guy talking about how evil dolphins are, as they're literally violating one of their females in the pod. Graphic details. I saw it with my eyeballs. I saw how they were brutalizing animals in the wild. And to see the dichotomy, to see the duality of like what I see in my mind's eye, beautiful. Dolphins getting free because they're not supposed to be in captivity. I see these gorgeous mammals that are literally in our cages, in our tanks, for our own fucking selfish, entitled entertainment. And then I look on this app, and it's like almost justification as to why we do that to them. Oh, look how evil they are. I'm gonna show you how evil they are, huh? Look, but it's the duality of like heaven and earth, like the difference between what I see in my mind's eye and what I see in the 3D. It was proof positive that if I keep my thoughts very much aligned with I am beautiful, I'm abundant, I am wealthy, the 3D will eventually conform. The fact that I manifested a dolphin video after visualizing it proves that I'm very, very powerful as a manifester. It just proves we are all natural manifestors. We've all been manifesting since the day we were born. But I have to look at it like this world is really evil. The 3D, the physical, low vibrational matrix bullshit that we're in, yeah, it's evil, man. That's why they say the devil runs this world. It does. He does, it does, we do, whatever the fuck the devil is, it runs this shit. So when I saw that, I was like, one, I'm powerful, and two, I created the evil in the first place. If I wouldn't have seen it, if I wouldn't have clicked, and I would have clicked off immediately when I saw that first image, I wouldn't have perpetuated it. But I perpetuated it, and then it ruined my mood today, which tells me as a creator, if I see something and I go and I continue to point my consciousness towards it, I'm going to keep creating evil. We're good. Whatever I put my focus attention and focus awareness on, that's how powerful I am. So, that's how powerful you are. So, it's time that the world that's on fire, stop looking at it. Stop looking at the world on fire. Stop looking at the 3D bullshit. Stop. Don't look down. Keep going into your mind and thinking thoughts like, I always get what I want. I'm so happy. How am I the luckiest person in the world? How is it amazing? How is my life so amazing? How am I always getting attention? How am I always so... You know what I mean? You need to live there where you self-worship. You worship yourself. You worship your higher self because your 5D self is the one getting that worship. Your God self deserves worship. External of us, what the fuck deserves worship? That dolphin video, my phone, the app, what exactly deserves worship in this 3D hellhole that we're in? What deserves worship out there? Nothing. That's why I worship myself. And that's why a lot of religious, pious men do not like me. Because a lot of women that they are leading start to hear what I'm saying and they can't stand it. And they come at me with pitchforks. Fucking try it, though. It's the end of days. You could have tried that shit in the 1600s, but it ain't gonna work now because I fucking took my power back and it took 3 goddamn days. And you know what else is amazing? A lot of you are about to start seeing how quick it can be for you to turn around your self-esteem issues. Like it could be a matter of days, guys. It could be seconds. It can be right now. It's instant if you want it to be. A lot of us have a lot of resistance to it though. But in 3 days, that man, a year and a half, treated me like the scum of the earth. Spiritual narcissist all the way. Spiritual in name only. I mean, definitely knew his shit, but he knew how to violate people with it. He knew how to manipulate people with it. And I'm telling you right now, good fucking riddance. My consciousness is not focused on that anymore. My focus is not on perpetuating that problem any longer. My focus now, my laser focus attention and my words, my speech Me as God, where my focus is going is on self-worship, is on me, myself, and I. And if a man doesn't want to focus on me, myself, and I, bye. Like, go live your life. Go live your life. Me, myself, and I am top priority. I'm gonna prove it. I'm always top priority. I'm always top priority. If a man doesn't want to treat me like I'm top priority, there's the door. I don't know what to tell you. It's not even like a slam. I'm not even like hurting you with it. It's just, bye, we're not compatible. I worship me. If you don't worship me too, totally cool. But like, you don't worship you either then. So why should I? If you don't worship yourself, why should I? And the biggest key takeaway from the last 3 days is, if I don't worship me, why would any man? Why should any man? Why should I demand a guy external of me to worship me as a goddess if I don't even fucking worship me as a goddess? It's ignorance. It's ignorance, and it's never going to work. I need to see myself as the ultimate. And you know what? This world has really, really made it seem terrifying for women like me to have this confidence. Lest you be called a witch or, you know, a deceiver or following the false light or leading people to whatever, bruh. What the fuck ever. Pull that stick out of your ass. The good thing about the age of Aquarius is that so many people are fucking done. We're so done. The age of Pisces was when religion could control us. Religion is fucking crumbling, bro. Just like everything else around you, including your presidents, your governors, everything, your structures. Yeah, everything's crumbling. All their lies are coming to the surface. All your popular TV celebs, same thing. All of them crumbling. The paradigms are crumbling. Bye. Like, bye. And I know that I'm doing it. And I know that when I shift my consciousness, I'm going to continue doing it. That's how powerful I am. And I want you to know that that's how powerful you are. When you shift your consciousness and you just like stop focusing on any of the shit falling apart, focus on what could be built, what could be better. Honey, it's inevitable. That shit just falls away. It disappears. You don't even see it in your reality anymore. You shift to a timeline where all you see is good all the time. That's it. Your consciousness creates, your thoughts create. Where you focus your attention, that grows. So I'm focusing only on me. I'm focusing only on what I want, my projects, my goals, my money, my bank account, my body, my sleeping patterns, my eating habits, my happiness, my joy. That's it. That's it. And leave it to selfish, self-absorbed narcissists to believe that it's wrong to do so. It's never been wrong to do so. It's a society thing. Society got it twisted, honey. Society told us women that we were not supposed to be powerful or enlightened or speak up in church or preach from a pulpit or have any sort of opinion about ourselves, yeah? I don't give a fuck what society said. I give a fuck what God said. I give a fuck what God says every day. When I wake up and I say to myself, I am God, I care about what the I am says. Whatever the I am is, that consciousness, I give a fuck about what that one says. So it was weird. In the shower, I kept hearing my twin flame say, like, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. And I remember, for the first time, I said, I don't give a fuck what you think. Like I actually said, and this was, it's so weird. I used to care so much about what guys thought of me. I used to care so much about what every man I was with thought. I was like, that's nice. Great. You're proud of me. Okay, amazing. Who cares? Not even trying to be mean. See, that's the thing. You could still be in this Lilith energy. You can be in your dark feminine and not be like a bitch, right? It's not like, I'm not a bitch. I'm just saying, like, I don't care that you're proud of me. I don't care that anyone's proud of me. No one got me to this point except me. Well, actually, a lot of people did help externally. But again, I'm the one that received it. And that is the real problem in society, is that you can't be that powerful and know that you're the shit. Know that ye are gods. Speak like this boldly without that feeling of like, oh, but I didn't mean to hurt anybody's feelings. Anybody that gave to me, thank you. Anybody that called me, thank you. Anybody that wished me a prayer, thank you. You know what I mean. And if you don't know what I mean, then okay. I allowed myself to receive those things. I woke up every day. I'm the one that did the challenge. I'm the one that even self-promoted it. I'm the one that made the fucking video. I'm the one that did 10,000 affirmations about me, myself, and I. I deserve the glory of it. I deserve to be worshipped. I deserve to be worshipped by myself. I'm not demanding other people worship me. See, that's actually funny because in the religious group that I said this to, once I said self-worship, I was like, no, I love myself. I love me and I worship myself by telling myself I'm beautiful and I'm abundant and I feel good and I'm healthy and I worship myself. Who else am I going to worship? Show me your God. Point your God. Point me in the direction. Show me your God and tell me how I can worship that thing because I can't. I'd worship me instead. I rely on me. And this man, literally, one of his colleagues said, wow, we're not worshiping you. We're not gonna fucking worship you. I think it's ridiculous. And he got real upset. He got real mad, started getting nasty, which is one of the last times I was ever in that group because I could just tell the venom and the hostility. And he's like, I'm never fucking worshiping you. And I was like, great, don't. I didn't ask you to. You asked who do I worship. I fucking told you. I worship my goddamn self. You don't like it, totally fucking cool. Don't worship me, bruh. It is that easy. I don't require anyone to worship me. I don't require you to compliment me. I don't require you to give me money. I don't require anything of anyone. I worship myself. And when you ask the fucking question and I answer the question, or when you come to my YouTube channel and you watch me in this energy, that is you voting with your consciousness to support that. So how dare you come at me with any sort of hate or animosity in your heart? Because you don't like what you're hearing. I worship myself. I am God. I have continually for 11 motherfucking years, ever since I had my awakening, my out-of-body awakening, my Kundalini awakening where I met God, I have for 11 years told the entire fucking planet that I am God and they are too. So, I can sleep well at night knowing that I've done my job as a prophet. I am not the type to sit here being like, I am God, worship me, and not tell you that you are God too. Ye are gods. You are creator of it all. You've been creator of it all. For those of you who don't know it, you can't get that idea through your thick skull, go ahead and unsubscribe. I will never be trying to lead you again. I will never be trying to help empower you again. Okay? That's the difference now between today, Jenna, and 3 days ago, Jenna. No. We're done. We're done. I'm even done with the version of my twin flame who wanted to, at some level, control me. And that's the whole thing with the twin flame journey. You really do grow. You really do heal. It's a journey to self. The man version. I'm not really down for that. I love the God version of him. I'd prefer the God version. The God version who would be like, wow, you're hella powerful and I fucking love it. Please stay that way. I'm here for the God version of every man. I'm here for the God version of every woman. And if you're not the God and Goddess that I see with my third eye, and you're not presenting that self to me and the world, girl, bye. Literally, I will leave you so fast and make your head spin. If you're not aligned like this, loud and proud like I am, good the fuck bye. Good riddance, honestly. I've dropped so many people, literally my entire family. I don't even have a family. I have 0 people. That's how much I love God. That's how much I love myself. And that's how much I love them. So, 3 days. Took 3 days and I became a bad bitch. And I will never not be this bad bitch ever again. Thanks for watching.